The internet, a vast and echoing digital landscape. A breeding ground for information, both true and fabricated. One such fabrication, an urban legend whispered in the darkest corners of the web, is the Shadow Man, a malevolent entity, they say, lurking in the digital ether. I scoffed at the stories, dismissing them as creepypasta fodder. I frequented forums dedicated to the strange and unusual. The Shadow Man was a frequent topic. People claimed to have seen him, a dark silhouette. I would read these accounts, a chill crawling up my spine. One night, I stumbled upon a forum thread titled, "The Shadow Man is Real." The comments were a chorus of warnings. My curiosity got the better of me. With a click, the video began to play. The video was grainy, shot in low light. It showed a dimly lit room, bare except for a single chair. The room was eerily similar to my own. My pulse quickened. A seed of unease had been planted. The camera focused on the chair, static buzzing. Then I saw it. A flicker of movement in the shadows. A dark, indistinct shape. My breath caught. Fear was a vice tightening around my chest. The figure in the shadows remained still. I leaned closer, trying to discern what I was seeing. The air grew heavy, charged with an oppressive energy. I could feel my heart pounding in my ears. A single word escaped my lips: no. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end. The resemblance between the room in the video and my own was too close to ignore. Panic welled up inside me. The fear was a living thing now, coiling in my gut. The video continued to play, the silence punctuated only by the static hiss. I couldn't tear my eyes away, transfixed by the figure in the shadows. It was as if it was aware of me, of my gaze. A cold dread spread through me, settling deep in my bones. The camera zoomed in on the figure. It was still just a dark silhouette, but I could make out the vague outline of a man. I held my breath, every muscle in my body tense. I knew, with a certainty that chilled me to the core, that I was in danger. Section 4. The figure in the static. The figure in the video began to move. Slowly at first, then with increasing speed, it lunged towards the camera, a scream trapped in the static. I recoiled, knocking over my chair. The laptop clattered to the floor, leaving me in darkness. I scrambled back, my heart pounding. The room was silent except for my breathing. I fumbled for my phone. I needed to call someone. But who would believe me? The shadows seemed to deepen. I could feel eyes on me. A wave of dizziness washed over me, my vision blurred. "This isn't happening," I whispered, but he was here. Section 5. Terror in the reflection. I stumbled to my feet, my gaze darting around the room. The shadows seemed to writhe and pulse. My reflection in the blank TV screen caught my eye. Standing in the reflection was the figure from the video. It was staring directly at me. A scream caught in my throat. The figure took a step closer. I could make out the faintest glimmer of eyes. I was paralyzed with fear. It reached out from the reflection, and it was here for me. Heed the warnings. I wish I could say I fought back. The warnings on that forum thread were true. The Shadow Man is real. He feeds on fear. Heed my warning, lest you become another victim.